In today's video, we're installing the Yale 5800 door closer in a parallel arm configuration. Before we begin, take a moment to review the installation template supplied with your closer. The Yale 5800 can be set for 100 degrees, 120 degrees, or up to 180 degrees of door opening, depending on your application. For this demonstration, we'll install it for a 100-degree door swing. We'll start with the door layout. Measure from the pivot point of the top hinge and mark 9 7/16 inches over on the face of the door. From that mark, measure 1 inch further and make a second line. These marks represent the mounting holes for the closer body. Next, measure 2 1/4 inches down from each mark and square your lines. These determine the vertical mounting height for the closer. Now move up to the frame head. Again, measure from the hinge pivot, not the stop, and mark 9 7/16 inches across the frame. Use the parallel arm bracket as your guide and mark each screw location accurately. Once the layout is complete, use a center punch to dimple every mark. This helps your drill bit or self-drilling screw start cleanly. Pre-drill your initial pilot hole using a 3/16 inch drill bit to make installation smoother. Next, mount the closer body. In a parallel arm installation, the cylinder end of the closer must face away from the hinges. Position the closer over your first reference mark and secure it using the supplied self-drilling metal screws. Make sure the closer sits flush and straight. Before moving on, install the 2 small cover screws on top of the closer body. Doing this now makes attaching the decorative cover later much easier. Next, attach the parallel arm bracket to the underside of the frame stop. Align it square and seat it fully against the stop before securing it with the provided screws. If the stop is narrow, use the spacer shim included in the hardware pack. Now, we'll assemble the arm. The Yale 5800 uses a 2-piece arm system consisting of a main arm and an adjustable forearm. Remove the connecting screw so the 2 pieces can be installed separately. Attach the main arm to the closer spindle. The spindle is shaped so the arm can only seat in one correct orientation. To align it, you'll need to preload the spindle slightly. Turn it about 1/8 of a turn using a wrench or vice grips. Then drop the arm onto the spindle and secure it with the screw and washer provided. Next, attach the forearm foot to the parallel arm bracket using the 2 short screws. Make sure the long side of the foot faces toward the hinge. Reconnect the forearm to the main arm with a screw you removed earlier. With the door nearly closed, pull the forearm into alignment until the arm assembly sits parallel with the frame stop. Then tighten the screw firmly. With the mechanical installation complete, it's time to adjust the closer. The Yale 5800 features 3 hydraulic control valves. Sweep speed, which controls the main closing motion. Latch speed, which controls the final few inches of closing. Backcheck, which adds resistance as the door opens. Use the included hex wrench, turning each valve clockwise to slow or counterclockwise to increase speed. For ADA compliance, the door should take about 15 seconds to close from fully open. Adjust the backcheck so it begins building resistance around 90 degrees of opening, which protects the door from wind or excessive force. At the end of the closer barrel, you'll find the spring power adjustment screw. Turning this clockwise increases the closing force, recommended for exterior doors or heavier commercial openings. Once all adjustments are made, cycle the door several times to confirm smooth sweep, proper latch engagement, and a consistent backcheck. Finally, install the decorative cover. Your installation is now complete.